I just wanted to do a quick video addressing the reasons why I left the brand, the real reasons why I left the brand. Obviously, I've seen the video, and to be honest, I don't agree with it at all. I feel like he's using. Apparently, me and him are okay, and apparently he's got no problem with me, and I've got my own issues. That's the reason why I left. Yes, I have got my own issues. That's correct. My issues were being put down for basically the full duration of me working for that company. There's been so many times where I got sent home for no reason at all, made to feel like I was useless, when all I ever did was put that brand first, put him in that brand before anything, before me, before everything. If anything needed to be done, I'd be there. It was constant. I'm not gonna lie, there'd be times where it was good and it would be fine, but it would always revert to I would get the blame for something, and a lot of the time it was unnecessary. And the effect that had on me was I lost my confidence. I lost who I was as a person. I lost being happy. I went mentally numb. The ups and downs, the toxic environment that I had to put up with. And everyone who works for me, who worked with us and worked for the company, knows what I've been through, knows the ups and downs and the unnecessary anxiety. There'll be times where I got sent home before for months without even knowing what I've done, because I weren't good enough. And then he would expect everything to be absolutely fine because he decided that he wanted it to be fine. And some people might say, why did you put up for it for so long? You got to understand that my background, I come from a gypsy background. I didn't have a proper education where I didn't go to school, and this was the first job that I fell into. At the first beginning, I opened his gym and run his gym for nothing because I loved the gym. I never had a penny off him. I didn't know any different. I didn't know what a normal work environment was. I just thought this is what it was. This is normal. But being put down for so long and made to feel like you're useless, it has an effect on you. And I'm not joking. I lost myself in this company. I'm still trying to find myself properly now. The reason why I left is because he wanted me to go back to Spain after falling out on me once again, and then doing the apology, blah blah blah, and then making everything okay. And then he wanted me to go back to Spain with him, and I said I weren't comfortable to go back to Spain because I want to stay here. I can still work here and do things, but I'm not comfortable going back to Spain yet. Anyway, he basically said, if you don't do that, you're no good for the company, whatever. So I said, okay, cool, I'm leaving. That's the reason why I left, and that's the truth, because of years and years and years of unnecessary bullshit. And I still put the brand first and put him first over anything. And anyone who used to watch the videos and knew me, it was never an act. I was just being myself. I was an happy person. I'm not an happy person anymore. That place broke me. So that's the reason why I left the place. So for him to say it's got nothing to do with him, nothing to do with the company, he's there we go. I'm not here to slag anyone off or to put anyone down or to do anything. I'm just here to tell the God's honest truth so everyone knows the truth. For him to say that the boys got sacked for selling drugs is complete lies. It's not true. Josh left because his sister got kicked out of the coffee shop because she weren't welcome there, because apparently she got involved in his relationship, which wasn't true. That's the reason why Josh left. He walked out when apparently Chris got sacked. Chris left. He never got sacked. Josh still worked. If Chris got sacked for drugs or for whatever reason, why was Josh still allowed to work at the coffee shop 3 months later, prior to when Chris leaving? Why? It just doesn't make sense. There's no need to lie about the situation. Just be completely honest. Yes, I do believe he did pay for the funeral. They didn't want it. He literally transferred the money into their account and said, there you go. So obviously it is a nice thing to do, but you can't rub it in, chuck it in people's faces after you're disrespectful to them. He was disrespectful to them. He said to to their sister that she was not allowed in that place when her mum's memorial was in there. How's anyone meant to feel about that? Anyway, messages exchanged between them, and then they ended up falling out. So they said, I want my mum's memorial removed off that wall. That's all they wanted. That's all they've ever wanted, was that thing to be removed. It didn't happen. Simple as that. People can make excuses up. People can say whatever reason they've got behind it. Really and truly, if 3 children or 4 children, and the deceased person's mother, who's still alive, wants that thing removing, it should be removed. She had nothing to do with anyone in the company. Yes, she did work there for a good amount of time, but would she want her children being disrespected? No mother would. They asked for her to be removed, and it wasn't removed. That's the top and the bottom. That's the end. That's the point blank. If it was the other way round, and anyone out there, if your mum passed away and you wanted something removed because one of your siblings can't go and visit her memorial, would you expect it to be removed? Be honest with yourself. You can't use excuses. It's wrong. And even if I was still working for the brand, and whatever happened, didn't happen, I would not sit and tolerate that, because I couldn't allow myself to be around people that think that's acceptable, to use someone's dead mum as a game. So subsequently, one of the children went in there and sprayed over it or painted over it. Apparently it was water-based paint and the rain washed it off. Okay, if that's true, that's true. Why have you got a big poster made up and stuck over it when you know all they've asked is for it to be removed? That's all they've asked. It's not a game. You do not play with people's dead mothers. It's disgusting. Now, her daughter, Takia, is apparently getting arrested for robbery because she removed the poster that they didn't want there. And they've asked and asked and asked. All they had to do was just remove it. That's the truth, what's happened. This is the truth. I've seen it all. I've got no reason to lie at all. So, whatever, I'm not here to prove anything to anyone. I'm not here to try and turn anyone against anyone. I'm not. All I'm here is to tell the truth. I've got no reason to lie at all. I gave everything to that company. I gave my heart and soul. I even gave, obviously, my mind to that company because I completely lost it. I still don't properly know who I am because of it. I'm in the middle of finding myself again. But for him to say that we're completely good and me and Billy haven't fell out, I didn't fall out with him. He fell out with me. I got a new job. I had a fight in town, which I'm not proud of, but we settled it. I'm good with the guy now. We're absolutely fine. He went out his way to phone my new employer up to let him know what I've been up to in town because he heard about it. He went out the way to do that. Is that someone who cares about someone? Is that someone who give a shit about anyone? No, it ain't. It's someone who wants to get that person sacked. He wants that person to fail. And I've never done nothing wrong to him. I just want anyone out there watching to know everything I'm saying is completely true and sincere, and I'll take a lie detector test. I wonder if he would take a lie detector test about anything that he said. And he probably would, because he believes his own lies, and that's the problem. It's a shame that this has come down to this, but all I ever wanted was the truth, and that's it. And that's all I've done. So anyone who's watching, you can all make your own mind up. That's the reason why I left. I thought I would pick a few things out of that video and tell the whole truth, because there's things missing. We can all do part truth. That's the full truth. So yeah, I don't think there's anything much more to say. I can't physically say everything that's happened right now because it's overwhelming. I just need to concentrate on me, on bettering myself and moving forward and getting myself back to Billy, whoever Billy is. And that's the truth. As sad as it sounds, I'm embarrassed, but that's the truth. So I hope everyone understands, and I do not want to hear anything more from it. the truth is the truth, however you take it. I don't want to go back and forth in these bullshit videos. I just wanted to get the truth out there, and that's it. Move on with my life and focus on my new career and get myself back to myself, and that's it. Thank you everyone who's listened, and that's it.